Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Football Predictions and High Value Odds. And today I'm going to be giving out picks for the Champions League, so Tuesdays and Wednesdays games. As you know, on this channel, we specifically look at goals and single games. And I try to provide you with the best information I can. And then it's up to you to pick the games or not. But please guys, don't put all of those games that I'm giving on one bet slip and expect to win the whole thing. That's not how it goes. So select the ones you like and also comment down below, which you've been doing in the previous video. I really appreciate it. Your picks for the week with odds from 150 preferably to 2. And I've been taking some games, so thanks guys. I've been winning sometimes. So let's go for it. Let's start with Lens Arsenal. I think bookies are being straight up generous here for the odds that I'm looking at goals for Arsenal. And because they've been dominating this year, honestly, the ones who thought they're not going to go back-to-back seasons with great performances, and they are. I mean, imagine if we get a Man City Arsenal quarterfinal or semifinal, that will be nice. But anyway, yeah, back to the stats. The only thing that concerns me here is that Arsenal have been doing way too well away. They haven't conceded in 4 consecutive games. And that's for you people who are going to be taking Arsenal just to win. Watch out, that Lens can actually score a goal. But as I said, on this channel, we're going to be taking goals. And I'm going to be riding with Arsenal over 1.5. And bookies right now are at 167. That's pretty good. I think Arsenal should have no trouble with this Lens team. To be fair, who's been on the come up, and they're in the Champions League for a reason. The last 3 games, they have 7 points. So slowly they're starting to get back on track. But I just don't see them doing anything against Arsenal. I see Arsenal 3 points here, but I'm taking goals to avoid the unpleasant surprises that Lens can provide. So guys, we're taking over 1.5 for odds 167. Also, to mention the other 2 teams in this group, PSV, Sevilla, I'm not going to be taking this game because I simply hate betting on Sevilla games. Usually they're low scoring, because you've seen this week it was Barcelona against Sevilla. Barcelona won in the end, well, thanks to a goal to Sergio Ramos. Yeah, that was ironic, but yeah, I'm not taking any Sevilla games. So let's move on. Inter against Benfica. These 2 teams we would actually expect to be first and second in the group, but currently they're third and fourth. And those 2 teams met last year in the quarterfinals. Inter won the first game 2-0, and then Benfica scored 3 goals away, but it was 3-3. So of course Inter went through. And this is such a huge game for Benfica because they ended up losing the first game. They got an early red card to Salzburg. And you know what? I mean, of course, it's huge for both teams because Inter also played really bad against Real Sociedad. They were lucky to get away with a point. They should have lost that game about 3-0. But man, this is a really good game. And lately, Inter's defense, not so great. 2-1, they lost at home against Sassuolo. And as I said, against Sociedad, they should have conceded more. And yeah, I'm going to be taking Benfica here. I think Benfica is going to score a goal in San Siro. I don't really care about the result, how it's going to end up, but I see Benfica, they're back to form also. They won a huge game against Porto, and they did it last year. They're going to do it also this year. I'm picking Benfica. Odds could be higher, honestly, from the bookies. Right now, they're at 151, but that's going to be the second pick I'm taking. Now we stay in the same group. Those are the first 2 teams right now, Salzburg and Real Sociedad. Man, should I mention again Real Sociedad, what we've been doing on this channel with Real Sociedad? 3 games in a row that we've put on them, all of them won. Getafe over 1.5, they won 4-3. Valencia 0-1 over 0.5, and just, was it, yeah, 2 days ago we had Real Sociedad over 1 against Athletic Bilbao, 3-0 again. And yeah, this is a huge game for them. I mean, I don't expect Salzburg to go without conceding both to Benfica and Real Sociedad. I'm going to be playing safe here again, as I usually do on Sociedad, because the bookies are always giving us the same odds for over 1 goal on Sociedad. And until they keep doing that, I like the odds. It's at 160, and I believe Sociedad, it's a crucial game for them. I think they're going to be the ones fighting with Benfica for the 2nd place, or maybe Inter. But yeah, guys, we're going to be taking Real Sociedad. Odds are currently 160. And that's going to be our 3rd pick. Now, for the last game, we've got Copenhagen against Bayern. This is turning out to be a really fun group with a lot of goals. Copenhagen almost beat Galatasaray, but they almost lost. They were up 2-0, and then Galatasaray came back, and Bayern won the, let's say, the 7-goal thriller against Man United. Guys, for those of you that like safe bets, of course, it's easy to say here, yo, I'm going to take Bayern over 1.5 for odds 125, which is going to happen. I believe Bayern is going to score easily over 1.5 goals, but I think there's a chance that both teams can score in this game because Copenhagen, I mean, Bayern's defense has been pretty bad. We saw it with Leipzig just now. We've also seen with Man United. So it's not the same Bayern defense as we know from the previous years. It's a bit shaky. But yeah, their attack is elite. That's why I'm taking that's why I'm saying you should take the Bayern goals for the easier bet. But I think Copenhagen is going to score in this game because Copenhagen usually when they play at home in Champions League, goals are happening. So yeah, I'm going to be taking actually both teams to score. The odds are currently at 2. So as I said, if you want to go with a safer bet, go 125 over 1.5 at Bayern. But what I'm going to be taking personally on this single game is going to be BTTS for odds 2. That's going to be our last pick because Man United, Galatasaray, if I had to make a pick, which I will not, I mean, if I had to take the game, which I'm not going to be doing, but to make the pick for you guys, I would be leaning towards, of course, Man United. They're coming off a brutal loss against Crystal Palace. I don't think they're going to go back-to-back games, losing at home, I would be taking over 1.5, but the thing is, the bookies are currently giving us 144. That's not enough. They should be giving us around 160 with the way Man United is playing. I mean, they're giving Arsenal, a much better team in form against Lens, at 167. Let's say to a worse team than the Galatasaray, and Man United only 147. I guess that's the home court advantage. Guys, let's go review really fast. I mean, say the picks again. We've got Copenhagen, Bayern, BTTS for odds 2. Real Sociedad over 1 goal against Salzburg, Inter Benfica to score, and Lens Arsenal over 1.5. So that's going to be for Tuesday. Now let's start with the Wednesday with the group of death. Dortmund, Milan, both teams are doing really well in the domestic leagues. But I believe this game is much more important for Dortmund than Milan. Milan managed to get a point even though they should have gotten 3 against Newcastle, while Dortmund lost the first game, and if they lose to Milan right now, they're going to be with 0 points in 2 games, and you're not going to go through that group with such a start. And with the way Dortmund has been playing home, I believe they're going to score against Milan. Milan's defense, they've had some injuries, but I think actually that this game will go also both teams to score because Milan has been doing pretty well away, and they can definitely hurt Dortmund's defense. I think this game is going to have goals. The odds are currently 160. Yeah, they were 166. Now the odds went down a bit, but I like both teams to score in this game. Could be an entertaining game. Now to stay in the same group, Newcastle, PSG. I don't suggest anybody to take this game. If I had to lean on something, I would be leaning towards PSG scoring, but the odds are so ridiculously low right now. It's embarrassing. The bookies are only giving us 120 for PSG to score against Newcastle. Newcastle hasn't conceded in a really long time. That's why I think that their insane home streak is about to end, but I will never take odds 120. So this game, I'm going to avoid it. I might just watch it. So then we move on. Celtic against Lazio. Lazio just played Milan, by the way, lost 2-0. But if they want to qualify in this group, they have to beat Celtic twice, because it's going to be between them and Feyenoord for the second spot. I think Atletico will go through easily as first place. But Lazio, I'm expecting them to have a dominant performance. I mean, they've been such an unpredictable team this year. We won bets on them on Napoli when they won 1-2, then we won with them 2-0 against Torino, and now we bet against them a few days ago on Milan over 1.5, and we won that bet. So we've been doing really well with Lazio. I can predict this team really well because I also follow, as I said, I follow Italian football really close, and also Lazio. Now this could be their breakout game. I actually talked to my brother, and he likes the pick that we talked about. I think over 1.5 against Celtic could go through. So we're going to be taking that Lazio is going to score over 1.5 goals. Of course, this is a risky bet, so not for all of you. The odds are 215, but I'm going to be riding with Lazio against Celtic. Now, in the same group, Atletico Feyenoord have a love and hate relationship with Atletico when it comes to sports betting. Feyenoord is a good team. Atletico is just coming off of a huge 3-2 win against Cadiz. They were down 2-0. So, thing is, what concerns me about this game, that Atletico, unlike them, they've scored 3 goals in their last 3 home games. I think that streak is about to end soon, so I don't like that because I'm taking goals. I will not be taking this game. But yeah, I won't even suggest to take the over 1.5. This could be a tricky game. Feyenoord is a really good team, so I'm avoiding it. Now, for the final pick, we've got Antwerp against Shakhtar. Obviously, those 2 teams are going to be fighting for the Europa League, so 3rd place in this group. There is no way one of them qualifies. And cool stat here, Antwerp hasn't scored in 4 consecutive games. Those are the winners of the Belgian league. And even crazier, they haven't conceded in 5 consecutive games. I think Shakhtar is a decent away team, and they did score against Porto, which is a tough team, which could be a tough team to score against. But this game, I think Shakhtar will score, but also Antwerp is going to break their streak of not scoring. That's why I like both of those teams to score in this game. I wish odds could be, bigger. Bookies are currently giving us 165. Would be cool if they gave us 180, but yeah, I'm going to be taking, 165 for the odds. And that's going to be our final pick. To mention, of course, Porto Barcelona. I'm leaving this game out because Porto is a really good team at home. If I had to make the pick, I would be taking that Porto would score against Barcelona, but odds are also low at 140. Man, it's so tough in sports betting. The bookies are always trying to give us really low odds for every game. And yeah, but this is how it is. That's why I'm trying to bring the best odds possible, because I also could give you 120s like Bayern to score. But as I bet on single game, I always try to get high value odds. And I hope soon enough, guys, you're going to switch the strategy. If you're betting on combos or multi-bet slips, I hope you start betting on single games and not accumulators, because that's the way to go. And I hope you learn from this channel to bet on goals instead of outcome of games. Come on, guys. This is it for the predictions. I'm going to be dropping another video because the Europa League and Conference League is happening. Many games there, and then we did really well the last time we did the Europa League and Conference League. So hopefully we continue that streak. And yeah, I hope you like any of those games. I hope you'll take in for any of your single games that I suggested here. And yeah, let's roll, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Bet responsibly. Put your bets in the comment section, even live ones. I look at everything. Stay healthy, most importantly, and let's win some bets. Adios.